You open your banking app not because anything happened, not because you're checking a bill, you just open it. That reflex check we all do sometimes 10 times a day, and there it is, the number. Your balance, and depending on what that number says, something happens in your body before your brain even processes it. Maybe it's relief. Maybe it's a small flinch you don't even register anymore because you're used to it. Here's a question most people never actually ask themselves. What is that number actually telling you? Because most of us treat our bank balance like a mood ring. Green means good day, red means bad day, but that number isn't just a mood, it's a message, and most people are reading it wrong. So in this video, I want to break down what your bank balance is actually revealing about your financial future, why the number itself is almost meaningless without context, and what you should be tracking instead if you actually want to know where you're headed. My name is Jack. If you've ever stared at your balance and felt a wave of anxiety you couldn't quite explain, hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, because this one might change how you look at your account forever. Let's start with the uncomfortable truth. Your bank balance today tells you almost nothing about your financial future. I know that sounds strange. Isn't the whole point of checking your balance to know where you stand? Well, kind of, but here's the problem. A balance is a snapshot, not a trend. It's a single frame from a movie that's still playing. Imagine two people. Person A has $4,000 in their account right now. Person B has $800. Sounds like person A is winning, right? But here's what the balance doesn't show you. Person A's $4,000 is sitting there because they're terrified to invest it, and it's been sitting in the same account for 6 years, losing value to inflation the entire time. Person B's $800 is what's left after they auto-invested $600 this month into index funds, paid off $200 of debt, and covered every bill on time. One of these people is standing still. The other is moving forward fast, but if you only looked at the balance, you'd get the story backwards. This is where most people get stuck because we're taught to treat the balance like a scoreboard, but money isn't a single number, it's a direction. And direction is something a balance alone can never show you, so what should you actually be paying attention to? Here's the step-by-step way to read your real financial story instead of just your balance. Step 1, track your net worth, not your balance. Your net worth is everything you own minus everything you owe. Savings, investments, home equity, minus credit card debt, loans, anything you're paying off. Here's why this matters so much. Your checking account balance can look great while your net worth is actually negative because of hidden debt. Or your balance can look scary low while your net worth is quietly climbing because your money is working somewhere else, in investments, in debt payoff, in assets. Most people have never once calculated their net worth, but this single number tells you more about your financial future than 100 balance checks ever could. Step 2. Track your savings rate, not your savings amount. A lot of people obsess over hitting a specific dollar figure. I need $10,000 in savings, but the amount matters less than the rate. If you save 5% of your income, you're on a completely different trajectory than someone saving 20%, regardless of what your balance says today. Here's a quick example. Two people both have $2,000 in savings right now. Person A saves 5% of their $4,000 monthly income, that's $200 a month. Person B saves 20%, that's $800 a month. In 1 year, person A has around $4,400. Person B has around $11,600. Same starting point, wildly different future, and you'd never know that difference by glancing at today's balance. Step 3. Watch the direction of your debt, not just the number. A lot of people panic when they see a big debt number and assume it means disaster, but here's what most people don't realize. The direction matters more than the size. $15,000 in debt that's shrinking every month tells a completely different story than $15,000 in debt that's growing because of missed payments and interest piling up. One is a temporary chapter. The other is a spiral. If you want to know your real financial trajectory, don't just look at how much you owe, look at whether that number went up or down over the last 3 months. Step 4. Track your spending leaks, not your total spending. Most people who feel like they're broke aren't actually earning too little. They're leaking money in small, invisible ways. Subscriptions they forgot about, convenience purchases, small emotional spending that adds up quietly. Here's the thing, your balance absorbs all of that without telling you where it went. That's why the number can drop and you genuinely don't know why. The fix isn't guilt, it's visibility. Pull your last 30 days of transactions and just label them. Necessary, useful, but reducible. Or honestly, I don't even remember buying that. That third category is where your future gets quietly stolen. Now let's talk about why this actually matters so much, because here's what most people don't realize. Your financial future isn't decided by a single number, it's decided by momentum. Think of it like driving a car at night. Your balance is like glancing at your headlights, it only shows you what's directly in front of you right now. But your net worth, your savings rate, your debt trend, those are like the GPS. They tell you which direction the whole trip is actually heading, even when the road right in front of you looks the same as it did yesterday.